Classic British flavours concocted by Europeans. 1 in 4 workers at this food flavouring business in High Wycombe is an EU migrant. It's a pattern repeated across different sectors in the UK. And now the government is quietly harvesting numbers about how many EU migrants businesses will need post-Brexit.
Oh, that's really fresh, fruity.
Food and drink manufacturers think they'll need work permits for tens of thousands of migrants to keep their businesses afloat.
We are recruiting routinely on the continent. We advertise wherever we can to find the appropriate skills and staff. If that becomes problematic for us over the next few years, clearly that's a major issue, not just for this business, but for my industry, the flavour industry specifically, but for the wider food industry in general.
The challenge for government: how does it bring down migrant numbers without hitting the bottom line?
Whether it's in farming, whether it's in bakery, whether it's in cleaning, again, there are legitimate gaps here, and if we don't fill those gaps, we won't be able to grow as an economy. So building that model that has control over both the social and the economic aspect is really key.
Failures over immigration policy dogged David Cameron. His successor is determined not to let it beat her. Theresa May is crystal clear. The vote to leave the EU was a vote to cut immigration. Philip Hammond cleared too that Britons didn't vote to get any poorer on June the 23rd. But clearly there is a trade-off between cutting immigration and economic growth, even if ministers don't want to admit it yet. But pressure is growing on the government to level with people about these trade-offs.
Well, we need to have a public debate about what the options really are. Most people want to see more controls on immigration, but we haven't had a debate about what kind of controls or how it links to other issues in the economy or skills.
The Home Office says it wants migration levels to fall to the tens of thousands, but admits it's a complex issue and there's no quick fix. For EU migrants already here, these are uncertain times with no deal yet on their right to remain.
I fell in love with this country 2 years ago, of people, of the culture, of everything. So I think it's a bit more difficult now because of this kind of feeling of rejection.
Businesses like these are desperate for clarity for them and their staff, but with the Brexit plan still far from clear, they'll have to wait a little longer yet. Beth Rigby, Sky News.